YouTube. I was asked by Miss Coils of Love to do a Tarte favorites and recommendations video. So I have quite a few products here from Tarte that are my favorites. I also have a couple of recommendations from some of their holiday collections that I think you should really consider picking up. I'm going to start with like the complexion products. And the first thing is sort of an OG product for me. This is like my first Tarte foundation, and that is the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. Number one, I like it because it has SPF 15, and I have it in two shades. This is the deep, and this is a deep honey. I usually mix them together. I like it because it gives you sort of a satin finish, matte to satin finish, so it's pretty good for oily skin. It does say it is oil-free makeup, and it says it lasts for 12 hours, but mostly natural ingredients in these. They do have zinc oxide in them, so if you're allergic to zinc oxide, not for you. But my favorite long time foundation from Tarte. They also came up with a new foundation that I really like, and this is the Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation, and this one gives you more of a dewy, I would say, complexion, but it is very light. It does last for a long time. It has SPF 15 in it also, which I like because sometimes I put moisturizer on and it does not have SPF 15 in it, so I like it that my foundation has it. And I like the color match with this one also. This one has not a pump, but it has a dropper in it, so that is a little bit different. This one, of course, you know, is not a pump because it's a little squeezy tube, but that's fine with me. The other complexion item that I like from them is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It says contour concealer, but I don't contour with this. I use it to conceal up under my eyes. I like that it is not sort of greasy like their Maracuja. It's not thin, but it has a nice consistency. It's not thick and sort of greasy like the Maracuja foundation, so it doesn't look shiny up under my eyes. It might crease because all of my concealers crease, but there's not a lot of creasing with this, and I like that they have quite a few shades to match quite a few skin tones. So this is something that I would recommend. Number one that I would recommend. Those are the complexion items. I have blushes. So that is just like a blanket thing to say because Tarte blushes are some of my favorite blush formulas ever of all time. First it's like MAC, and then it's the Tarte blushes. And these are just the regular Amazonian Clay blushes. This is the old packaging, which I love, and then the just okay new packaging. But these blushes last a long time. They have quite a few shades for different skin tones. I really like this one, the Natural Beauty, because they show up on my skin. And the other one that I like a lot here is Blushing Bride. I think this is a really pretty mauve color. But Tarte blushes are some of my favorites. I even buy them in like the palettes that come out every so often. So one of my recommendations that I am going to give you, and I'll put it sort of here, is the limited edition Blush Bliss palette. It is available on Tarte.com, and it's also available at Ulta. Not available at Sephora. They have a different palette. But I was impressed with this blush palette when I saw it in the store because the colors in it are deep enough for deeper skin tones. Like the last two on sort of the right side of the palette are sort of perfect for deeper skin tones because you can almost guarantee that they'll show up on your skin. So that is my first sort of new holiday collection recommendation. The packaging is absolutely gorgeous, and you'll see it up there somewhere. The packaging is absolutely gorgeous, and the blushes are really pretty, and you pretty much can't go wrong with Tarte blushes. They are some of the best in my opinion anyway. I have another one. This one is old. The palette is old, and I don't so much have the shadows as favorites because just whatever. But they have the exposed blush, and I don't have the exposed blush in any other form except in this palette here, and it's pretty neutral. If you want to do something crazy with your eyes, then you can put that blush on there. This one is also kind of pretty, but I really like this whole palette just for that exposed blush. We are on to, we'll do eyeshadows next, and my absolute favorite eyeshadow palette from Tarte, you probably know, is the Tarte in Bloom palette, which looks like that. And if you can see, this is my absolute favorite color. I feel like a few more dabs into it and I'll hit pan on that color right there. But this is perfect for like everyday work, and for those of you who love neutral colors, absolutely perfect. I think they have like that Toasted, I think it's what it's called, the new palette, and I kind of have my eye on that. But out of the Tarte palettes so far that I have, this one is my favorite. Another little neutral palette that they have that I like, and it's sort of complementary to the Tarte in Bloom palette. This is one I picked up from QVC. It does not have a name, I don't think. It just says Amazonian Clay eyeshadow palette, and this one I picked up from QVC. So just a bunch of neutral colors, which Tarte is very good at doing neutral colors. So that is that. And of course this one comes with that little film with the names on it. I have one sort of highlighter palette, and that is the Skin Twinkle Lighting palette from Tarte, and this one is actually going to be going in my makeup basket, and it looks like that. And this one in the middle, I don't quite know what to tell you to do with it except to maybe set your primer on your eyelids. It's a little weird. It's just like a sort of powdery, just, yeah, like almost like a translucent powder type something, and it's really like powdery and has a lot of fallout. But yeah, not a fan of this in the middle, but these two highlighters are gorgeous. I will swatch this one, and I think this one is called Sunlight. No, Champagne Gold, I don't know. One is Sunlight and one is, I think this one that I'm this is crazy. This one that I'm swatching here is Moonlight, which is a rosy pearl, they said, and it looks like that. And then Sunlight is a Champagne Gold. Yeah, I got them right, and it looks like that. So these are really, really pretty highlights, and I am going to recommend this one as well. They have another one that has like 4 different highlighters in it that I like as well. I didn't pick that one up because I had this one, but I think that the highlighters in this palette are really pretty without being like over the top disco ball highlighters. They will show up on your cheeks. I have 2 different types of their lip products. I have the Lip Sculptor lip products, and this is just simply the lipstick with the lip gloss attached to it. So you have your lipstick here at the top, and you have your lip gloss at the bottom. The lipstick is moisturizing. It's not a matte lipstick, and the gloss is not sticky at all, which is why I like it. You can wear them individually, and here's another color that I have here. You can wear them individually, or you can put the gloss on top of the lipstick if you want to. So I like those, and I love these. These are the Color Splash lipsticks, and these are the ones that come in the blue marble packaging. Relatively new, and they look like this. This one is Set Sail. I got these in a trio of 3, and I'll show you. They are pretty pigmented, which I like. So this is the Set Sail color, and I also recommend these if you are somebody who's like tired of wearing matte lipsticks and you want something that's moisturizing for your lips, this one here at the top is called Escape. But these are the Color Splash lipsticks. And the last thing that I have here that is a favorite of mine is not a makeup, but it is a makeup accessory, and that is the magnetic palette. I love it because it's huge. It has a huge mirror in it. Huge mirror in it. What I have in it is some of my Coastal Scents eyeshadows, like some of my favorite Coastal Scents eyeshadows. So as you can see, you can hold, and these are like your regular average size eyeshadows. These are not like minis by any stretch of the imagination, but you can see it holds a lot of eyeshadow. It is very sturdy, very well made. They also have one, I think, that says Kiss and Makeup. It's pink with like lips all over it, which I really like as well. But this is a very well made. If you don't want to buy the Z palette anymore because of whatever, I highly recommend this one. Very sturdy and it'll last a long time. I'm thinking of getting the pink one and putting, like, depotting some of my blushes and putting them in one of these. I think you can get like maybe 9 blushes in here. So that is that. The last thing I have as a recommendation is another one of their sort of box sets. And this one is from Sephora. It is called the limited edition treasure box collector set, and I recommend this one because I have heard that the quality of this one is better than, well, you know I love their Christmas eyeshadow sets anyway, but I have heard that the quality of the shadows in this one is much better than the one from Ulta. And I also heard that this one, and I'm trying to check it out and make sure, this one was made in the United States, the one from Sephora, and the one from Ulta was made in China. Alright, so I cannot confirm that, but I heard that this one had a pleasant fragrance and it was made in the United States, whereas the one from Ulta was made in China. So we just want to go with that because I have not seen the packaging myself yet, but this is what I have heard. But I'm going to recommend it for the simple fact that I am hearing that the quality of the eyeshadows is better in the palette from Sephora. That is it, you all. That is some of my favorite Tarte products, as well as a couple of recommendations, especially from the holiday collections. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much to Coils of Love for requesting that I do this video, because I got to kind of pull some of my Tarte items out, and I'm going to be adding some of them to my makeup basket. Thank you for watching once again. Have a great week.